So how does it feel to have a YouTube sensation hit with American Loser?
I don't know. It hasn't sunk in.
Well, the other day you said you didn't care, but you have to care.
When it gets
when you said that the other day,
number,
I know, but you were like, I don't even care. I'm like,
well, not enough to get bothered by a ton of people about it, but it's nice. People are sharing it, getting out. It feels good. It feels good when people like your music.
Yes, 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 you care.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I totally care. I'm a superstar on YouTube.
You're the only man who touches my guitar, Billy.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the only man that touches my wood.
Oh!
And steel.
Dynamite.
What is that smell?
Thank you for calling Dynamite Music. Business has been very peaks and valleys. It's been very highs and lows. You know, I've had a few good deals and a few good things happen, but it's still pretty slow. It's been almost 2 full months now with the store. Foot traffic has been minimal, so.
Well, everybody knows Jerry, all the musicians. Maybe what we could do is something like have a contest where we invite people in and they imitate Jerry.
All these guys imitate me all the time, and I can't imitate anything or anybody.
Everybody's got their Jerry impression, especially in Northwest Indiana. Everybody knows him.
Oh man, oh man. The big one is oh man.
Oh man, what do you mean that's not enough?
Oh man. That's what they all do that.
You know, do their best Jerry Clemens, and whoever does the best job, we, give them like a gift certificate or something.
Business is slow and I gotta give away more stuff.
Yes, absolutely. It just seems like a Jerry Clemens contest would be a great idea. At least I think it would be a great idea.
I think that's a pretty good idea. I think I need to call Jerry and ask him if he can do it. Maybe we could just get it done this Saturday.
What is that smell? God, I think Abby needs to go out, man.
Is she crowning?
It's so disgusting, man.
All right, I've got the magic glove. I'm ready. Come on, Abby. You ready? Mr. Clemens, what you up to?
Just rocking it out.
Yeah, I'm really hopeful that this Jerry Clemens contest will bring a lot of people in. You know, Jerry's a popular guy in the music business in the area. You know, Chris came in the store and we were talking about what we could do, and he came up with a great idea to have a Jerry Clemens impersonation contest.
What?
You know, I'll give away a gift certificate or something simple, you know? What do you think about that?
I don't know. That could be kind of weird.
Well, when I first heard about the idea, I thought, well, that could just be cheesy.
We want to have, a few of us to judge it. You know, Chris is up for it. He's home this weekend. Of course, I'll do it. And I wanted you to get a hold of Gypsy and see if he'd, be a judge as well.
That guy nobody drives me more crazy than Gypsy. I love him to death, but that guy drives me crazy.
I have this habit of every once in a while, I need to just disappear for 2 weeks, not answer phone calls, even answer the door. I mean, I just need to withdraw. I need me alone time.
And he won't call you back for a week. You can leave messages, and I don't know what that guy does. I don't even want to know.
Between the 4 of us, we can judge the contest, and
I guess I'd be up for it.
all right, Jerry.
All right.
Bye.
Jerry and his dad started the store.
My dad and I started the store in 1994. The way we came up with the name Dynamite Music was he always answered the phone. Anytime you call the house, he answered the phone. You dial that number right because you're speaking to Mr. Dynamite. What we've done at Dynamite Music is just having fun with music.
It's the place where you're going to go and you're going to get taken care of, and they're going to teach you something, they're going to show you something, or if you need advice, you're going to get it.
Every area across the nation, USA, has their pockets of music. Jerry's just known. Jerry is just one of those guys.
The best description of Jerry Clemens to me is like kinetic energy. The guy is just always on the move. He's always doing something.
You could probably stop 10 people on the street and 5 of them will have a Jerry Clemens impersonation.
I gotta call my wife to see if she left work yet.
When I was 16, I started playing 4 nights a week.
Some of what I see him do, I just don't understand where he gets the energy. I really don't.
Played from 9 to 3 o'clock in the morning, my senior year of high school. Haven't quit playing since. It was probably not the best thing as far as my academia.
And I'm just hoping that people will come out and just have some fun with making fun of big old Jerry Clemens.
So it's my job to get Gypsy to be a judge in my own impersonation contest. Nobody knows about Gypsy. What that guy does, it's beyond me.
Come on, Gypsy man, answer the phone, boy.
One thing to not answer your phone, but then not to call back. Yeah, that gets on my last nerve.
I love pawn shops, secondhand stores. It's kind of like laying your traps around town and you get your favorites and then you have to see if you snared something. Except for underwear and socks, I'm wearing about $12 worth of clothes, and as you can tell, they're almost new.
Gypsy, give me a call, man. Call me. Give me a call.
He runs around, says he has running to do, whatever running means, I don't know.
He's one of my favorite dudes, but nobody gets on my nerves more than that dude does. I don't know how he does it.
There is one way to get a hold of Gypsy. One.
As good as of a cook as Chris is, I wouldn't kill a stranger behind a dumpster to eat his food, but short of that, there's probably very little I would. But food in general, it's a really good way to get me to go places and do things is salt the pot a little bit with the promise of the promise of food.
What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Look, we got an idea for the store. We're gonna do a contest to get people in here.
Imitate Jerry.
Jerry Clemens. Yes.
So what do you think? You up to judge?
Yeah, sounds cool.
All right, man.
There's gonna be food, right?
I mean, I live 24/7 music. I've played in front of as many as 85, 90,000 people, and then you play in front of 20 or 30 people. So I don't really differentiate between it. When I get on stage, it's just part of who I am. When I'm at home doing dishes and walking the dog, that's part of who I am.
Well, my dad played music. My grandfather played music. Just always been around music. I love it.
I remember going to a friend's house and he put on a James Brown album, actually, I think it was. And it was just so moving to hear this coming out of the speakers. At that point, I don't think I necessarily thought I would have a career in it or do anything with it, but I knew it would always somehow be a part of my life.
Everybody has issues in their life, or things are, distractions or troubles or problems or whatever. I mean, there's times when I just can't wait to get on the stage because I know all that stuff's gonna shut off. I started when I was 7 or 8, you know, it became 17 years of classical studies. The focus was really to become a performing classical pianist, and at some point it just became, I gotta rock.
I'm addicted to what I do. I love playing music, I love selling music, and now I own a music store. So it's like the perfect world for me right now. Waiting around for the Jerry Clemens impersonation contest was really intense that day.
It was weird starting out because, you know, it was crickets chirping and we're waiting, and all I could think about was how hungry I was, to be honest with you.
I don't know, I guess I just thought nobody's gonna show up. Most of the guys that know me are musicians that are sleeping Saturday afternoon.
Whose idea was this anyway?
Tony!
Oh, what's up, guys?
Well, unfortunately, we had to use my employee, Tony, because we didn't have anybody else, so he came back and did the first impersonation of Jerry.
Are you excited to do
Yeah,
this?
I am excited to do this.
You can't do anything about it, so you go right ahead.
All I got is one all man for you, so. Oh, man!
All right. Very good.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Take that one.
Cool.
Get your cheeseburger on the way out.
Jerry's a strong personality. Tony picked up on it right away. He did not do bad at all. He didn't do bad at all.
Tony it was terrible. I mean, it was awful.
Seeing that really nobody was showing up, and then Tony came in to do the impersonation contest, I figured, okay, fine, I'm not gonna make any money today, and I'm gonna have to pay him an extra $100.
You don't expect to get on stage with them gym shoes, do you?
That's what I'm talking about right there.
That's my 3 things. I can't stand a t-shirt, tennis shoes, or baseball hat on stage.
All right, my man.
You brought it.
Jimmy's a very animated guy. I thought he did okay, but Jimmy's pretty crazy.
Wow. Wow, Jimmy. I thought that one might have had a chance, because that is one of Jerry's big pet peeves.
Jimmy was terrible.
The next contestant.
Scott Pryor. I flew all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Jerry, I don't know if you remember me. I met you as a kid. You played music with my dad. Or my dad said that you guys played together. I know he had your picture on the mantle of our fireplace.
No kid.
Everett Pryor. They called him Doc. He played honky-tonk piano.
All right.
And you could see the look on Jerry's face, like, you know, it's like the files. I mean, did I meet him? Did I meet him? Did I meet him?
Which I had no recollection of at all.
Yeah, I remember Doc, yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that guy. You could just, it was so insincere. It was obvious.
He doesn't offend people, so he didn't want to be rude, so I think he played along. You know, he could have said that he met his dad on the moon, and Jerry would have been like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Now, am I understanding correctly, you've got a picture of Jerry Clemens in your living room?
On the mantle. On the mantle. Wow. My dad.
As a reminder.
I mean, it's a
My
plus.
dad.
Who in Montana has a shrine of Jerry Clemens? Like maybe with like a used guitar pick or a broken string, and it's like the family honors it when they walk. They're very reverent to it.
Do you have an impersonation you
Sure.
can do of Jerry?
Oh, man!
In the middle of the living room. The picture.
On the mantle. On the mantle. So the fireplace, it was here, and the picture was there.
Just got to build a bigger fire.
It was just great coming up here and getting to meet all the guys. It was a whole lot of fun flying in and meeting them all, and they were great. They've been giving me a real hard time since they found out the truth.
This guy's an actor.
It makes perfect sense. I mean, he was just brushing up on his chops, his acting skills, and pulled one over on Jerry, which isn't hard to do.
You've got a picture of Jerry Clemens in your living room.
Well, somebody's got a shrine in the middle of Montana on a mantle somewhere that it just didn't make sense.
Time to act. Go carry our gear.
Yeah, I hope the best is yet to come, because that first round was a little rough, a little weak, I would say.
I mean, it's crazy. At this point, we've had 3 contestants for the contest. First one was my employee.
Oh, man.
Second one was Jimmy, the crazy man.
You don't expect to get on stage with them gym shoes, do you?
Wow. Wow, Jimmy.
And the third one was an actor.
His face was real scarred on one side.
Uh-huh.
He has a real vicious attack when he was young and stuff.
He's an actor. An actor.
I mean, come on. Oh, Smitty.
What's up, Smitty?
Smitty. Yeah, Smitty.
How you doing today?
Hey, we're doing fine.
That was pretty good right off the bat.
You know what he's doing?
Straight off the
man.
clip.
All right, what do you
Was
got?
that your impersonation, or was that just
Or is this-
you up all night impersonation?
No, that was just a regular impersonation.
Oh, regular. Okay.
Smitty is a lifetime friend of mine, you know, back at least from like middle school.
All right. Well, then how about the Jerry Clemens impersonation?
Oh, man. Are you serious? His head is so big, he could fit it in a semi-truck.
Your head's so big it'll fit in a semi-trailer. Well, yeah. Yeah, every head would fit in a semi-trailer.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I think you might have ad-libbed a little.
Oh, he just kind of got lost in mid-thought for a second there. His head is so big that it could fit in a semi-truck.
And it had nothing to do with anything other than maybe it was because I say, look at the head on that guy.
That
was
What
pretty
else you
good.
got? One more line.
Okay. Oh, man. Are you serious? That couldn't have happened to me. For real?
Now you're just making stuff up.
Oh man, Jerry went to the store, got bread, and oh man, this, and the trucks rolled down the highway.
His rendition of Jerry was pathetic, at best.
Smitty was awesome.
It was hilarious just because it was so terrible.
Well, I think I did just fine.
He was just making it up, I guarantee you.
Oh, man, what do they want?
You gotta say it a certain way or it don't work.
I just can't figure it out. That's all I got.
Zico.
I've been doing Jerry Clemens imitations for a long time.
Zeke might actually be the first one to have ever done a Jerry impersonation.
I think he's the one that got everybody going.
So give us a Clemens.
There's the always classic, oh man. And then of course, the look at the head on that guy. Well, my favorite's always been disappointments galore. He only said that once, and I don't know if he remembered even saying that or not.
Disappointments galore. But I swear, I think I only said it one time, and then everybody said it.
Zeke could do Shakespeare Jerry style. Oh man, Romeo, where you at? Look at the head on Yorick.
So, if we had to narrow this down, who do you guys think as far as who would be the winner?
Number one, Zeke.
I gotta go with Zeke. It rolled off his tongue, man.
He's been doing it.
And
He's
he
been
needs-
doing it for too long. I think he's the rascal that got everybody started doing that
probably
years
right.
ago.
Tell you what, man, that's a pretty good idea. You got to have more content, more types of things to
More contests?
generate interest.
Best Victoria's Secret bra contest?
Well, yeah,
There
I'm
you
saying,
go.
run it up the flagpole.
I don't think it went real well. I mean, especially not if it's to get people in here to the store, which is what we were trying to do.
Whenever the 4 of us get to hang, it's always a good time.
I thought you were bringing food.
Dude, I told him, I said, this is only gonna work one time. It'll never work.
No,
You'll never
yeah.
A little bit disappointed when I got here and there was no food or even going to his house to make some food. He never does that because he knows, food is sacred. We don't mess with food.
Because I'll travel. I'll travel
I
for
know
your
you'll
food.
come, absolutely.
But never again.
No way.
I'll need verification.
I know.
From now on.
And he won't be getting me with that again. I'll need verification in the future. Possibly a photo, maybe? I don't know.
I really thought a lot more people would come out. Unfortunately, it kind of backfired on us. I was broke at the end of the day. She tried to raise my rent, 60-some%? Who is going to accept a 60% raise in the rent? Nobody. I mean, this isn't Beverly Hills. I mean, come on. It doesn't take much to set me off lately. You guys know that. Hey, see this thing? This is the phone. When it's against your ear, I can't hear. As you can see, I'm wrapped pretty tight. Shut up! I'm spiraling out of control. Having to move the store, dealing with my landlord. I have no lease here. And the last thing she said to me was, I want to put this, whatever store she's talking about putting in here for herself. So instead of doing it in a professional manner, she decides to blow up and maybe just trying to piss me off to get me out here. I don't know. And at the whole time, I'm like, hello, can you please talk to me like a human being? Yeah. Nothing, no. It was, she just kept ranting and raving about what I did and how I did this, and it's not fair, and you ripped me off, or whatever she said.
You know, I mean, when Billy lights it up, I mean, you don't want to be in his line of fire.
I mean, I've spent all this money on the investing on the inside, fixing her place, but the furnaces are from 1960, the air conditioner doesn't work, and then when I mentioned the issue about the furnaces, then she blew up and said, it's 90 degrees outside, you worry about furnaces? I can't afford in my soul to give her another dime because it's just, I feel like she's, her approach is evil, unprofessional. I even asked her, I said, please talk to me like a human being. I said, can you give me, she wouldn't even give me a second to talk. Okay, so she wonders why I don't want to pay a premium. I don't know where the water's coming from, whether it's coming from the air conditioning units or if it's coming just a leak in the roof. I don't know what it is, but we've addressed it. But in any event, there's these little mold spores or fungi growing out of the carpet on the wall. There's one there, there's one there. There's a set of boobs right there. Boob fungi. I told Rich like 2 months ago that the air conditioner might be leaking and they haven't, what do you want me to do? I don't fix air. I told him about it. I mean, at this point it's a he said, she said, there's no lease, there's nothing in writing. I don't know what to do, but I don't want to stay.
For a space to be open across the street, I think is karmically correct. You know, I think it's saying he doesn't have to move a block away. He's going right across the street. It's going to be his place. It's going to be decorated his place. And he no longer has to deal with that landlord.
Once I move and get things settled, or if I move, I may be moving everything in my garage. I don't know yet. The plan is I'm seeing a real estate agent tomorrow to look at and finalize the space if I'm going to do it. I mean, I've looked through the windows and I'm visualizing what I can do with the space. It's a little bit smaller than this place, but I think I can make it work.